Good morning, everyone. This is Sharp and Mild, and congratulations to everyone that made a killing yesterday. I know a lot of us, scored a lot of gains, and we were happy. We're all, celebrating. So, good job. Let's just make sure that we are not taking a lot of risks. Okay. So I know all the cannabis is up. I mean, the DNL, the OGI, the Afria, the Turray, the Hexo, all these stocks, everything is up, guys. Everything that you can think of as far as cannabis is up. And it's being moved by the Wall Street bets, obviously. They just, everybody, is buying it. It's a hype. It's a hype. There's no, at this time, there's no fundamentals, guys. So now we are living a hype, okay? And we're living a potential growth. The good thing is, it is not as bad as the GME and AMC hype because, at least there is a future in them, right? There's a future in the cannabis versus, GameStop. There was nothing. There was no fundamentals. There was no reason for anybody to buy that stock other than the fact that it was just kind of a game, actually. So even if things go south with this scenario, this time, I don't think people are going to get hurt as much as they got hurt by the GameStop play. So just be careful, guys. Do not enter at a high price. The entry now, it's too late. It is too late unless you want to gamble. I'm telling you guys. I told you that when it happened to GameStop. I told you that when it happened to Nokia. I told you that when it happened to AMC. And a lot of you did not listen and they lost their butts off. So please do not enter at this time, because if you haven't entered, then what the heck were you doing? Why didn't you enter? I mean, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So do not enter today, because you will lose your butts off, okay? Because we're gonna start seeing sell-offs, and before you know it, it is going to start dropping. So, for example, personally, I mean, I don't care if Afria drops. I mean, I entered at 20 maybe or $17. I don't care if the, OGI drop. I entered at, I don't remember. Let me see. But for Afria here, for example, if Afria drops, I entered at $17. What is it today? 29. So, I mean, I'm safe. But if you enter today at 29 or 20 or 30 or 28, you'll get hurt. So please be careful. Anyway, with that being said, guys, a lot of you asked me how to use margin. Okay, so you see this money where it says buying power. When you activate margin, you set the limits. We talked about this. So if you don't know how to do this, go back to the video. So when you set your limits in the margin, it's going to get added as a buying power. So this number on the top that says 2,636 right now, right? The money doesn't get added to that. The money gets added to the buying power. So that money on the top stays the same because that's your cash money. What gets added is the buying power. See that buying power that you see in the middle of the screen? That money you will see there. So now that means you are able to buy stocks with it. Now, if you buy stocks, let's say you bought, 2 stocks, $100 each. Okay, let's say you got 200 margin and you got $200 each. Okay, I mean $100 each. That's $200. Now a lot of people are like, how do I pay it back? You don't pay it back. So when you buy these 2 stocks at 100 each, and let's say you sold them at 110, so now you just made what, 200 profits, right? You bought 2 stocks at 100, and now you just sold them for 220. Okay, you hold for 3 days and you sold them for. So the minute you bought these stocks, this buying power became zero, right? Because you used that money. So you bought 2 stocks. $100 each, and now you have zero buying power. 2 days later, you come back and you sell them at 220 total. Now guess what? That buying power goes back to 200, and now the $20 gets added to the investing. This number that's changing on the top. So now it becomes part of your cash. So now you just took that profit. Okay, so you invested this $200. And then you made $20, that money gets added to your cash balance. The buying power goes back to $200. Do you guys understand? I don't know if I was able to explain. So again, let's say you did $500 borrowing limit, okay? That $500 gets added to the buying power. If you go and buy stocks with this $500, and let's say 2 days later, so when you buy the stocks, this $500 disappears, right? Disappears because you just used it. Let's say 2 days later, you sell 2 stocks, those stocks, and then guess what? You will keep the profit. That will get added to your money that's moving right now. That number is moving on the top, and then the $500 comes back. So when you go back and you disable the borrowing limit, or the borrowing margin is gonna go back to Robinhood. So you don't have to pay it back. You just put it back where it was, basically. So it's like when you go to your neighbor and you borrow your shovel, okay? You say, hey neighbor, can I borrow your shovel for a minute? I want to just dig something in the grass, okay? Then you go, you borrow the shovel, you use it, and then you put it back. Now you benefited from it, right? But you did not really take it, right? You just benefit. So any benefit you get out of the shovel, you keep it, right? You just made a difference in your garden, right? So that benefit is yours. So kind of like here, the benefit is the money that you just made. So every time you use the margin, you can use it, then you can take it and put it back the way it was. Now here's the deal. You have to put that shovel back the way it is. You can just go and put that shovel back with a missing handle, right? You have to put back the shovel the way it was. And that's what we do. I mean, you have to put the buying power back the way it was. So when you sell these stocks, if they are 540, you just keep the 40 and the 500 stays where it was. So that's it, guys, for me. I hope you crush it today. By the way, Bloom Energy did not do very well yesterday as far as the earnings. So we are letting it go. Please go and read my insights and few things I wrote on the dashboard. You are going to see a lot of good things, okay? I put my insights on almost every stock that I own in my portfolio. So let's crush it today. Let's continue. Be careful. Do not play risky, okay? Do not take a lot of risk. We cannot afford that risk, okay? At this time. Thank you, guys. I love you and see you later with another video. Bye-bye.